Hi. Hello, my name is David Trimberger, and in this scenario, I'm going to be applying for Guthrie Fire. So, hi, my name's David. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
All right, so you are the person I'm supposed to be speaking to today?
Yes.
Okay, do you mind if I take a seat?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So, all right, so I'm going to ask you a couple questions.
Okay.
So, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
So, in 5 years, all joking aside, I kind of see myself starting off as being a very happily married man. Having a family type situation has always been something I've wanted to be ever since I was little. But in the aspects of a job, I can definitely see myself being a firefighter paramedic. I am currently studying to be an EMT at OSU OKC. I plan on eventually taking that certification and going and working for either a small department or going and working on to another bigger organization. Next semester, the fall of 2019, I plan on going and completing my fire certificate. And with that, I wish to actually come and work for your organization, Guthrie Fire, to eventually one day to be trained in the art of paramedicine. So that's where I see myself in 5 years.
What about 10 years?
So in 10 years, this will sound kind of funny, but hopefully I will have some little dinkers running around, and I hope I can be that glorious little soccer dad that has the really large truck picking all the kids up after soccer practice. But yet again, all joking aside, I do plan on seeing myself as working as a registered nurse or working towards my Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. And then if I've already completed that, then I'll be working towards my nurse practitioner license, either studying at OU to become a family nurse practitioner or going somewhere else to learn my emergency nurse practitioner degree.
Awesome.
And then also kind of carrying on with that, I do wish to come and work for your fire station. Due to Guthrie, even though it is being a rural area, you all actually do have a very large call volume. In the year 2017, you had over 3,000 calls in Guthrie, as well as Langston and the Coyle area. And 2,433 of those were all based on medical. I feel that this could personally benefit me just because I will be able to have myself to have a better understanding of what's actually going on in the pre-hospital setting.
Okay, so what is your dream job?
So my dream job is one that will make me happy, as well as be able to provide for my family and make me proud for what I'm doing. And from looking over the reviews and articles of Guthrie Fire, you have a very high standard of what you would like your fire station to be. One of your criteria that you have to have, even on your website, states that you have to have above and beyond characteristics. One of your reviews that I was looking over that really stuck out to me happened to be that your station is admirable for its small acts of kindness. It talks about a lot how if you see someone stranded on the side of the road changing your tire, it is your goal to make sure that you stop and you help change their tire as well as help make sure that they are being taken care of. So I admire those factors. And then another thing is my father always told me ever since I've been little that do a job that will make you happy, and when in doubt, the money will follow. I never really understood that statement until I actually ended up joining college. I always wanted to become a doctor, but ever since I started doing clinicals and a bunch of shadowing, that's a whole lot of paperwork and not interesting to me anymore. But I did move on to eventually get my EMT certification. And whenever I started doing clinicals and actually having to be hands-on and in a pre-hospital setting, that's whenever I learned that being a first responder was probably going to be my calling.
Okay, and how did you hear about this position?
So I heard about this position through your website and also with OSU OKC, our director, Justin Hunter. He has a Facebook page that he puts out many different job offerings, all sorts of other stuff. And I happened to see that Guthrie Fire was hiring fire EMTs as well as fire medics. Plus, it also helps with me because I do also live down the street from your station. So if you ever needed someone to come in quickly for a disaster, I would be your man.
Nice. So are you a leader or a follower?
So this may sound funny, but all great leaders must first understand how to be a good follower. I personally have the confidence and willingness to become a leader and take care of a scenario that would require me to do so. And as a firefighter, a leader also needs to be able to make sure that they can listen to what their comrades have to say. When you speak to your fellow people, you need to not only listen what is going on, but also listen to the body language and their nonverbal communication that is going on with them. I do actually have a example that I would be able to provide to you. Is that okay? Okay, so in 2017, there is this camp known as Boy State. It's a government type camp that takes young males such as myself into this camp type setting that allows them to learn how government works, how all this other stuff. I was in a military program known as Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, or JROTC for short, and I wanted to go and I wanted to try and achieve the highest position that I could. So I went and I was given the honorable position of becoming mayor. And whenever I was able to become mayor, I wanted to make sure that my city would be the best that we could be, that we would win everything. I wanted to be an overachiever. It was about day 2 that I was called into a courtroom and I was asked for my impeachment. So that kind of broke me down. And it wasn't until I realized of what I was doing wrong as a leader. I was not being a good follower. So there was a pretty good unanimous decision. Now all of them were explaining that I took the leadership position that I could into a military type standpoint. I didn't recognize that all these people were rural farmers, people from out of town, all these people that don't have the same military background as I do. So now from actually understanding that, I know that you can't have just one distinct type of leadership. You have to be able to adapt to other types in order to be able to properly achieve the goal that you are going to achieve.
Very cool. So what questions do you have for me?
I don't have any questions for you other than when can I start?
Pretty soon, as soon as we get the new hire paperwork done.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Here you go.